Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ashley. Today I'm going to be filming like a how I take notes on my iPad video. This video is going to be very chaotic. I'm talking very fast because I have like 5 or 6 assignments due today. It's like 8 p.m. I have an essay due. I have like a million assignments due and I'm very stressed out and I need to film this video also. And anyways, I'm just very stressed. Let me show you all the assignments that I have to do and then I'll kind of get into the video. So these are all the assignments I have to do. I wrote it on the whiteboard because I'm really stressed out and I don't want to write it on my iPad right now. But yeah, I have this reflection, which is basically an essay. It's a major grade. And then I have these 8 push notes that are due again. That's going to be like 20 pages long. And then I have a written assignment due today, and this is all due at midnight. So I was just typing. I was like on my phone a little bit. I can't lie. I was texting someone in my class about this project. So that's like kind of my excuse, but I was really just like looking over it because I had most of it written before, but I didn't want the essay to be like horrible. And I don't know about you, I don't read over it till after I write it. Okay, so I finally finished that stupid freaking essay. And this is what it looks like. I'm kind of showing it to you. It's supposed to be less than 2 pages, but I found out that we're just going to paste it in the thing. So here's me copying my document, and then I'm command Cing it because I need to paste it into the text box on Canvas, and then I'm pulling up my Canvas submission page, and then this is me turning it in. Okay, hey you guys, we finally turned in that stupid freaking essay. Whatever, gonna get an A, hopefully. It's AP seminar, so you never really know. It's currently 10:15 and it's gonna be literally 2 straight hours of working because I have 2 assignments due and I want to get them turned in. The reading is gonna take the longest, and this is where I'm gonna kind of show you how I do my notes. And then the like written assignment that I have to do, I think it'll take like 20 to 30 minutes. So let's see. Okay, so first let's talk about my notes setup. I have a folder for every single class that I have. And then I also have a planner, and then I have a section for my schedule just because now I'm picking the classes that I want for next year. So it's just easy to access. So whenever I'm importing a document or anything, I know exactly where it'll go and what it is. This is especially helpful for classes like precal, where I get tutored for precal, but I also have notes, so it's like all kept together. And then I keep the dates on the notes, so I know when I took them and which ones they are. It's great, so I don't have like a bunch of like precal notes next to my French notes, next to like my planner. It's just very easy to access things, so I don't need to get it prepared like way beforehand. But the way that I create my notebooks, which these are what like my notebooks look like. You go to the plus button and then I'll click on notebook. And I use blank if it's for like scratch paper for math, or I'll use ruled wide because you guys know I have really big handwriting. And then you can kind of mess around with like the designs that you want and stuff. But that's the one that I really like. But I use this whenever I have to like write like long sentences. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to title it Chapter 19 Notes. But now let's pull up the AMSCO. So how I pull up my AMSCO is I go to Safari, and I already have it pulled up because I clicked on the link. So what I'm going to do, since I already have it pulled up on Safari, I'm going to go back to GoodNotes, and then I'm going to swipe up. Okay, so I'm gonna hold the Safari, I'm gonna hold Safari down, and then you'll have this little tab come up, and then you can shift it to one side of your screen, and then let go, and then now I have a divided screen, so I can easily switch through my notes. Hopefully this kind of gives you a better look of what the divided section looks like. I can just touch this middle bar and kind of shift it to the side. I always like to have the AMSCO smaller and then my notes a little bit bigger because you guys know I write pretty big. But yeah, that's exactly how I set it up. I'm also not sure if you know this, but 3 taps is to undo and 2 taps is to redo. Okay, now I need to actually start doing notes. So you'll kind of see a time lapse and I'll talk you through what I do. Okay, so let me kind of explain my thought process while taking notes. At first, this is me finding like my AMSCO pages. I should have done that before I started filming, and then my camera almost fell, so I feel
bad that I did that. But as you can see, I'm writing the title and stuff, and then I'm writing the title of the section. So whenever I go through my notes, I know what section it is, and then I also write the page that it starts at just in case I need to go back, because I always reference my notes before I like study for a test or anything. So yeah, I do like a bullet point method. You guys have seen me talk about it before, but I write like a little blurb about what's happening in the section. I'm going to kind of explain it in like the next clips. You guys can kind of get it a little bit more.
Okay, so I thought I would just point out that whenever I'm writing, I like to make it really concise. So even though I have like all these paragraphs and they're like labeled with a bunch of like different things, in order for me to like make it the most concise, I will label the section, so like restricting immigration, and then I will write like little bullet points that explain like that section. So like this one says efforts to restrict immigration supported by, and this is what it was supported by. So it's like easy to find all the information that I need.
Here I am kind of like finishing up my notes. By finishing up, I mean this literally takes me so freaking long. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know why it takes me this long to do notes. I think I'm gonna excuse it of I'm being really thorough through my notes, but yeah, and I think I kind of like enjoy for the most part.
Real quick, I just want to say I had this large paragraph, and honestly, all of this information was just really not that important. So what I did was I challenged myself, and I'll do like a 1 or 2 sentence summary. So I did like a 1 sentence summary and then like 2 bullet like points. So instead of writing like 2 or 3 sentences, I only wrote a little bit.
So in AP Lang, we were annotating a passage, so I'm going to kind of show you how I annotate and how I do that using my iPad instead of printing it out. Okay, so first you need to put it in your Google Drive. So as you can see, I went to Recents to find a copy of what I was looking for. And then what you want to do after you have it is you want to go to the share button, and then you're going to click send a copy. I don't know why I'm taking so long to do it. And then PDF format, you click OK, you wait for it to like prepare and stuff. And then it'll give you an option of like these little buttons, and you're going to go click on GoodNotes because that's the app that you use. And then it'll give you an option of where to import it. It was already on Lang, and you can't see, but it's just a blue button that clicks import, and that's a button that I'm going to click. I don't know why it won't let me show you, which sucks. And then it'll be imported in GoodNotes. Then I put a time lapse. You guys can really see how I annotate this, but I use the highlighters and the little highlight button that it gives you. I love the colors, and you can also like do the colors that you like choose, but I haven't done that. I think it's just easier to use the one that it gives you. And one thing that I love is how easy it is to switch between colors, to switch between the pen function and like the sizes and stuff, because it would take me way longer if I had to do this on paper, and it looks really good, and it's really easy to like erase instead of having to use whiteout or something.
Okay, so I just finished my first period class, and I have class in like 7 minutes, and honestly I'm having a really bad day, but whatever. So I'm going to show you how I take notes for pre-cal on my iPad. I wanted to show you like how I take notes for like different classes, so yeah, I'm going to show you how I do that. Anyways, I don't have the Canvas app downloaded, so I'm going to go to Safari, and I'm just going to open another tab. Okay, so I'm logged into Canvas, so I'm going to go to the week, which I think this is the week. Honestly, everything's blurring together. And today is Wednesday, so our notes are going to be, these are the notes. So I'm going to click on the notes because she like hyperlinks them, which is amazing. So then you can see this notes page, and the great thing is all I have to do is go to the share button, go to GoodNotes, and I'm gonna click, it gives you 2 options. Can you see it? Okay, well, the 2 options are to import to current document or import as new document. I'm going to do new document because it's in the wrong folder because it's going to Lang. So I'm going to change it to pre-cal, and then I'm going to click import. So now I have my notes in the folder that I want. So for pre-cal, to find my notes, all I need to do is click on pre-cal, and then all my notes are in there, and then I always put the date on them just so I know. So today I'll write the date on this one. So I put the date on there, so now all of my notes have dates on them, so they're like easy to see. And that's my tutoring folder where I keep notes for tutoring. But yeah, typically for math, I always use the smallest one, because if you have to write like a lot of things like this, it takes up a lot less space, it looks a lot neater.
And then lastly, I put a time lapse of how I take my notes. This was me in class taking my notes because I thought it would just be like nice to see. As you can see, really what I do is I zoom in and I zoom out for every single thing. And this makes your handwriting look so much neater on the page. And it's, you guys see, I switch through colors a lot. I wouldn't really be able to do that. I mainly would just be able to highlight different colors if I was like using paper, because it would take like way too long to keep switching back and then I'd miss like half of the lesson. So I really like taking this on my iPad. I was pleasantly surprised.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I haven't really uploaded this week. I saw a few comments about it because I've honestly had a really bad week and I just didn't feel like editing, so I didn't, and I wanted it to be a good video, so I put the video out, hopefully, which will be Saturday. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind, and yeah.